Bay, Tampa Bay. It's Monday at 11 o'clock, and so we are live. I'm Denise O'Berry, and I'm thrilled to see you today. Welcome to everybody who's local to me, and for those of you around the world. Today is the Monday after daylight savings time change. We have sprung forward 1 hour. So there may be a lot of sleepy people from the United States around here today. I know I'm in Florida, and our legislators have recently passed legislation to move us to daylight savings time permanently. I would be thrilled with that option. The time changing back and forth is just a little bit ridiculous. But it's got to go to the Senate now to get it passed, so fingers crossed. Anyway, so today I'm glad to have you here with me. If you are here with me live, please leave a comment and let me know where you're checking in from. And if you're watching the replay, then check in with me there too. I'd be thrilled to see where you're coming in from. Now today, I want to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart and your heart too. So that is email marketing. Okay, it still is a thing. It's still going to be a thing for quite some time. So we're going to dig into it today and talk about the things that you can use to get people on your email list. So why don't we go ahead and do that, and I will share my screen and we will get going. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about 8 simple ways to get more email subscribers. Now, who doesn't want more email subscribers, you know? Raise your hand if you don't want more email subscribers. So I'm sure you don't have your hand raised. I certainly don't. We all want more email subscribers. That's how we connect with people around the world from our businesses in today's digital age. So there's special things that we have to do in order to make that happen. Now, before I get into 8 simple ways for you to get more email subscribers, I want to just stop for a second, because there's still some things that I see people doing that just won't get you anywhere. Now, it may dribble in an email subscriber here and there, but it's not going to give you the growth that you want. And that is inviting people to join your newsletter. Don't invite people to join your newsletter. Nobody wants to get a newsletter. Really, seriously. Everybody is over their heads with the amount of email that they get each and every single day. So they don't want to get another newsletter. You've got to up your game on that. So if you are inviting people to join your newsletter, I want you to stop right now. Now, what you do need to do is you need to have what's called a lead magnet. If you're not sure what that is, that's just a freebie or an incentive or a bribe. It's called a lot of different names across the internet in order to get people to give up that email address. You know, people have gotten really stingy over time. It used to be super simple. Back in the old days, to get people to give up their email address to get on your email list. But today we're attacked from so many different directions that people are much more guarded on giving up their email. So you need to have a really compelling lead magnet in order for people to fill out your form and push send it to me to get on your email list. So I want to make sure that you're doing that and that you're getting a right amount of people on your email list, because without a good lead magnet, it's just not going to happen to you. Now, here are some golden rules for getting people on your email list. And there's really just 2 specific ones. Now, the key thing that you need to do is you need to solve a problem for your target market with your lead magnet. What is the burning thing that they really need solved, that you can solve in a really, really quick little tidbit of item? And the thing about your lead magnet is it needs to be, number one, specific. to that problem. It needs to be specific to solving that problem. And number two, it needs to be actionable, something that they can take action on right now. Think about it in terms of time. How many times have you raised your hand and said, yes, I'm overwhelmed? Well, yeah, me too. So are the people that need your stuff. They're very overwhelmed. So what we're looking for here is something that is going to quickly allow them to act on whatever you've included in your lead magnet within a few minutes of opting into your list. Isn't that powerful? They sign up, they opt into your list, they go to their email account, they download whatever your freebie is, and they can act on it right then and there. Now, let me tell you what, if you're going to be able to do that and move them from their time-starved situation to problem-solved situation, they're going to love you, and they're going to be an engaged subscriber to your email list, and those are the ones that count, the engaged subscribers. You don't want the people that don't want your email list or want your emails on your email list. Those people don't do you any good. They just cost you money. And those aren't the people that are your right target market anyway. So that's a message for another day. But anyway, so don't forget the golden rules. Your lead magnet needs to be specific and it needs to be actionable. All right, so let's talk about 8 simple ways that you can get people on your email list. You might have just really searched and searched and searched for an idea to get people on your email list. Well, it's not hard. It's not hard to figure out. It's just that sometimes when we're really close to our topic, we can't see the forest for the trees. So if you step back a little bit and think about it, thinking in terms of specific and actionable, let's look at 8 possible options here. The first one, a checklist. Is there something you could put together from a checklist perspective? You know, think 8 or 10 things that the person can do right now in order to solve a problem they have. Let's say that you're a digital marketer. Maybe you could give them 8 steps to the perfect Pinterest pin, or 8 steps to the perfect Instagram post, or 8 steps to the perfect Facebook Live. Think about it from a checklist perspective, 8 steps that they can go through to solve that problem that they're having. Another thing that you could do for a lead magnet, I don't know why I keep saying magnet. Anyway, lead magnet is to put together a little toolkit. People are so curious about what others are using. So if you're doing Facebook Lives, what are the tools that you're using to do Facebook Lives? If you're creating websites, what are the tools that you're using to create those websites? If you are posting on social media on a regular basis, what are the tools you're using to post on social media? I don't know how many posts I've seen, oodles and oodles of them, particularly in Facebook groups, about people asking, what tools are you using to post to Pinterest? What tools are you using to post to Twitter? What tools are you using to post to Facebook? So people love toolkits and they want to know what other people use. And these are items that are specific and actionable, and they're going to save people time. So think about a toolkit in your area of expertise. The next thing that you might not have thought of is a video tutorial. Is there something that you can show people how to use? If you're a WordPress guru, can you walk them through some particular task on WordPress? If you're a shopping cart guru, can you walk them through a specific task on a shopping cart? Could you walk them through posting a specific perfect pin on Pinterest, or setting up a Facebook Live, or doing an Instagram story? Videos are just so popular, and they're going to continue to get more and more popular. And when you do video tutorials, that's like a right now thing. Some people are more visual than others, and video tutorials can just really be hitting the nail on the head for them. The next one is what I call a cheat sheet. This might be something that they could follow, a list of things, fill in the blank type things to accomplish a specific task. I know one of the things that I have is when people are shopping for a new accountant, I have like a 5-question sheet that they can use in order to interview that accountant. So I call that a cheat sheet, something that they can use to help guide their efforts. A lot of people have problems when they start looking at just a blank piece of paper and trying to figure out what to do. So if you can give them a cheat sheet that gives them questions or items to do that they can use and put to work in their business, it can really help them out. Next thing is what I call a quick start guide. Have you used a tool that you're really proficient at and you want to help people get started? Maybe you have 5 key points for people to get up and running on WordPress, or 5 key points to get up and running on your favorite social media tool. A quick start guide is something that you can do for them in order to help them get started. The next item is a free trial. And now this mostly on the web applies to like software or apps. However, you could use this if you're a course creator. You could give people a free trial for your course, maybe a 30-day trial, a 5-day trial, a 24-hour trial, whatever works best, whatever is going to connect best with your audience. And then, of course, you'll have to have a sales funnel in order to get them to convert to the full-fledged version. But a free trial can often get those folks on your mailing list. Now, for those of you that are physical product type people, then you can offer a discount or free shipping. If you're like a restaurant or someplace that has clothing, that type of thing, a brick and mortar where people have to walk into your store in order to purchase whatever it is you have for sale, a discount is a big deal. I know that I'm often querying across the web for discounts for places that I'm planning to do business with. They are just rampant, so why not have one for your potential customers? And then if you do online shipping and your customers shop online, you could offer them a free shipping discount, maybe off their first order or off their first order over, $20 or something to that effect. Make it realistic so that they'll be able to use it. Remember, specific and actionable are the 2 keys. Another very, very popular thing that you can do is you can offer a quiz. Quizzes are just really an easy way to get people on your mailing list. People are curious about the way they are, and so quizzes can help them figure out the way they look in a specific framework. For example, I have one for how people listen. So what kind of a listener are you? Well, gosh, that makes people curious. Well, what kind of a listener am I? So they take the quiz and they can figure it out. There's any number of quiz. There could be a health-related quiz, money-related quizzes, clothing-related quizzes, product use-related quizzes, just curiosity quizzes. Think about that. The universe of quizzes is just really cool. So a quiz will often get people on your list faster than just about anything. So those are the 8 key ways that you can create lead magnets in order to grow your email list. And I would encourage you to do that. And now keep in mind, you probably should have more than one lead magnet. One lead magnet's not going to take you super far. So consider different options here for your particular company, but at least start with one and move forward and see how it works for you. Now, once you've got your lead magnet done, there are things that you need to do to make sure and get people on your email list. And those are pretty common these days, but I want to make sure that you don't forget. Of course, you need to put opt-in forms on your website. Don't just put it in one place. It needs to be in different places. It could be in your sidebar, although sidebars are kind of going by way of popularity these days. I still have one on most of my posts. On your front page, on your about page, the pages that are most visited on your website is where you want to install your opt-in form. You also want to tell people about it on social media. So make sure that those people that follow you on Twitter or follow you on Facebook or follow you on Instagram or Pinterest, make sure that you're telling them that you have a really cool freebie or lead magnet that they should sign up for. And don't forget email. If you add a note in your email signature, just put a clickable link in there right to your sign up form, and people can sign up for your email list. And then last idea is when you're actually mailing to people that are on your email list, make sure you put a little PS note in there asking the people who are already on your list to refer a friend. People hang around with people that like similar things, so it's likely that their friends have the same issues that they do, and it could be a good way for you to grow your mailing list. So that's about what we have for today. Now, what I would like to do is ask you a key question here. Hang on a minute, let me stop sharing my screen, and there we are. Key question for you. What is your burning question about lead magnets? If you have a question, please don't hesitate to leave it in the comments, and I would be more than happy to come back and answer that question for you. And you know what? If you have a specific lead magnet that's been really successful for you, let us know about it in the comments. It's really could give somebody some additional ideas. And that'll be it for today. I really appreciate you being here and listening. And so don't forget to like my page, because that way you'll get notification every time I go live. And I'd love for you to join me live every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and have a great week. I'll see you next Monday.